Hi, my name's Jo McDonough. I'm the Care Group Director for Doncaster. It's been a while since I've done a vlog for everybody, and I wanted to start to reintroduce them again more regularly, and this time I want to focus on quality. So the care group, as with the rest of the trust, was judged as good by the CQC last year, but we don't just think about quality and patient safety when CQC are around. We continue to look at some of the areas that they said we could improve on, and that's something that we've been working on. And one area of that is that everybody getting as close to 100% on their mandatory and statutory training, and also doing their PDRs, but also looking at the quality of the PDR. Do you find it valuable? Is it helping you think about how you're doing in your job and what you need to develop? And those are things that we're looking at. And we're hoping in the trust to launch some new PDR and supervision processes and forms in the future that are going to be much more interactive and helpful. We've been doing some great stuff in terms of delivering not just good quality services, but really innovative. And we've had a number of services nominated for national awards in the last few months. So we've had the Tissue Viability Service. In fact, that was a European award. We've got the Continence Service. They've been nominated as part of some work we've been doing with DRI on the urology pathway. We've also had our Rapid Response to Falls and Respiratory Conditions Service shortlisted for an HSJ award. And you may have heard this week that in partnership with the Council and St Ledger Homes, we've been awarded, we won the award actually for the MJ Award, which is the Journal for Local Government for Integrated Health and Local Government Care. And that's around our complex lives work, which Aspire and mental health are part of, in helping people who are homeless. So that's really fantastic that our work's being showcased nationally. And I just want to thank everybody. You know, not everybody gets through to go to an award, but I know all the work you all do every day is striving to be the best quality possible. But things get in the way. You know, sometimes services have a rocky time, people leave, perhaps there's some problems with systems and processes. But the changes that we see in the patients, acuity changes, and what they need from us changes. So we've been working in the care group about how we can help services when those things happen, help them to identify what's perhaps gone a bit astray and how we can help to improve. So we've introduced what we're calling the Quality Forum. And we've had a number of services now come through the Quality Forum process. And that's a way of parts of the care group. So Lisa as Associate Nurse Director, John as the Associate Medical Director, heads of service, myself, come together with the service manager and some of the team leaders and say, where do we need to support you? What do you need to focus on? And that's proved really successful. It's not a punitive process, it's a learning process, and looking at how we can unblock some issues. So some teams that have done really well with that have been the Falls Service, Emerald Lodge in terms of mental health rehab out at Bentley, also the Access and Liaison team, and a number of others. And that's continuing. And if you find that your service is part of that process, please embrace it. Look at it as a way for us to find a way to help you find a better way to deliver your care for your patients, because it's not easy sometimes, and we're here to help. And finally, in terms of quality, the trust as a whole has got 3 priorities this year for quality, and the care group is adopting those as all the other care groups are. And the first one, that relates to patient safety. And we're looking at how do we know whether we're delivering good patient safety? How do we support learning across teams, individuals, to make sure that we're doing the best we can? So you might have seen that we're doing some safety huddles in places, some Schwartz rounds some staff have been part of. We've been digging out the old Productive Series boxes and using the Patient Safety Cross, and we're working on dashboards around patient safety for different services and wards. So that's just an ongoing piece of work, but continues to be a priority for us, and the learning around it. The second one is about reducing the risk and eliminating death by suicide. Now, this may sound very mental health focused, and if you're working in community nursing or in some of our more physical health services, you might think there's nothing to do with you. But actually, we all work with patients who may be having some difficult times from a mental health perspective. And there are some training courses and awareness raising that we're going to offer out to everybody to help us pick those signs up and give that extra support. So some of you might have heard of or been on the mental health first aid training, and there's also some other areas that we'll be rolling out. And then the final area, which really sits at the heart of what the care group is about integrating physical health and mental health services. So we wrap the care around the patient. And we've been doing that for 3 years, and we have some fantastic examples of that now. So we will just continue in that vein. And the most recent thing that helps us even more with that is that we've finally moved into our localities. So all now, each north, south, east, and I always forget the other one, central, they're all co-located community nursing, adult mental health and older people's mental health. And I've been out and visited some of these areas. Some are still in temporary homes, but everybody is saying it's a great move. They can talk to each other about common patients and already starting to build up a real team ethos across those different areas. And that's fantastic, and will only grow from strength to strength this year. So that's a quick run through some of the things that we're doing in the Trust in terms of quality. Keep up the good work. Remember, we know that everyone comes in to do the best they can every day. And if that doesn't go to plan, then we're here to help and learn from it. So thanks from me, and I'll be in touch again soon.